Fakumeza ku Bukedde TV tukulamusaako nnyo ne tukwebaza okugobera programu eno buli lwa Sunday lwagataliko nfufu gawedde. Nze Richard Kaira Salongo. Fakumeza olwaleero twagala kugoberera fayiro ezo ez'enjawulo ezikwata ku bantu abafunye ebizibu ng'ebizibu ebyo byekwosa ku bubbi obukudde ejjembe mu Kampala n'Emiriraano ensangi zino. Obubbi obwo obw'okumenya emmotoka ne batwala ebintu eby'omugaso. Olumu batwala nsimbi, olulala biba byapa, olulala kompyuta, simu n'ebintu ebirala abantu bye batera okukuumira mu mmotoka zaabwe. Tutambule ffenna mu fayiro zino. Gyebuvuddeko omwogezi wa poliisi mu ggwanga Fred Enanga yalaze bannamawulire obutambi obw'omukazi eyabbibwa. Ababbi baamenya emmotoka ye ne batwala ensimbi. Baamubbira Sonde mu disitulikiti ey'e Mukono. Enanga yategeeza nti poliisi yakutte omuvubuka Jimmy Mawaazi. Ng'ono Enanga yagamba nti yakwatibwa oluvannyuma lw'okulaba pikipiki ye ku kamera ya poliisi ng'erondoola emmotoka z'abantu ababbiddwa mu ngeri eno. Fakumeza erondodde fayiro ez'enjawulo ez'abantu abazze babbibwa mu ngeri eno n'okukaluubirizibwa kwe bayitamu nga banoonya obwenkanya. Martin Ocheng owa Ebenezer Real Estate Senalia y'omu ku baagwa ku kibambulira ky'ababbi bano. Ebyaliwo bw'atandika okubitottola omaliriza onyeenya n'omutwe.
What happened is that on the 24th of February 2021, I sold a plot of land to one of my clients who paid me the money from the bank, DFCU, in Kampala. I went there with my colleagues. I went with the Council Dennis, I went with Julius. We drove properly up to the side of Chira. When we came back, we parked our vehicle at Matters Mall. We went to another site that we have in Chira. We left, no, that was the following day. So when we came back from Chira, because that man stayed in the car. We had a bag, we had a land title, we had a lemon, we had a sweater in the bag, and 24 million. So it stayed in the bag. The following day, when we parked the vehicle at Matters Mall, after coming back from the site, from the Chira site, we came back. It was the one who was driving, Julius. So we came back, picked the vehicle, we drove from Matters Mall up to Sunday.
Ochenge bamubbako obukadde 24. Ababbi bano baamenya emmotoka ye era nga nayo baagimenyera mu bitundu by'e Sonde mu disitulikiti ey'e Mukono.
We went and parked just in front of a restaurant there called the Friendship Villas restaurant. So while we were there, because we ordered for something to eat, we ordered for some muchomo, some drinks. So we didn't know that it was in Sunday. It was a restaurant. We parked in front of the restaurant, beside. Then for us, we entered inside the restaurant to have something to eat and to drink. So we didn't know that there were people were trailing us, they were following us. These people came and parked beside our vehicle, our Subaru. So while we were having eats and drinks inside, they parked and they broke into our car and they stole the whole bag that was carrying the money, the land title, the lemon and the sweater.
Ochenge yannyonnyodde engeri gye yateekamu amaanyi olwo poliisi n'eryoka ekwata abantu abateeberezebwa okumubba.
And so we were lucky that we had a camera, the police camera on the road. There was a camera. So we called someone to help us follow up with the police in Mukono. Using that camera, fortunately, that camera had captured everything that was taking place. They captured how these people came, how they parked, how they broke into the car, and how they drove back. So shortly after they had driven back away, it's when we came out. We wanted to pick the bag because I had to give that money to someone in that restaurant. It's when we realized that the car had been what? The door had been, the lock had been tampered with. And so we quickly reported to police. The police had the images. It's when we started now investigating, following up that car using the number plate. So when we went to the URA, police went to the URA to find out whose name is registered in that car. They found it was Kobera Motors Limited. That Kobera did not transferred yet. So the police went to Kobera Motors to find out whether they know the person who was driving that car on that day. So they said, but this car was sold to someone called Hassan Bukenya Hassan. So Bukenya Hassan is the one who had bought and had paid some small amount of money. So they gave the police the number to follow up Hassan. So they started trailing that car until they found the car was parked in Unguja, in someone's compound. In that compound there was that car parked there, and there was a motorcycle also parked. So we had to hire a car carrier to carry that vehicle from Lunguja up to Mukono police station. And as we investigate and look for Bukenya Hassan, we found some people there who were also arrested. They were taken to Mukono, but eventually they were given a bail. They said they had nothing connected to this car. The police had the details about what they were doing there at the time, but what we know is that they were at the scene by the time the police went to Lunguja. So they found the vehicle there, they arrested whoever was there, they were arrested. So from that day we started following up Bukenya Hassan. We went and had a printout from the telecom to see the people that they were coordinating with. They were using that number. Until recently, when Bukenya Hassan was arrested in another case when our lawyer was following up. And we also had to now go and push our case. So that time we have been in the court, trying to follow up with the court. We instituted a criminal case against that thief. We also opened up a civil case, so which is also still in court. The car was impounded. The car is now parked in court. Unfortunately, the man was arrested. Is in prison. So basically, that is how things have been unfolding.
Ochenge yawadde abantu amagezi okubeera n'obukuumi nga batambuza ssente nnyingi ate bwe kiba kisoboka baleme kutambula na cash.
The advice I can give is that you have got to be very cautious. If you are dealing with money, it's like you're dealing with God. You have to be very, very careful. First of all, money is power. Some people, when they get the money, they even lose. They cannot reason. They stop reasoning. They lose balance. They start panicking. So these thieves, once they notice that you have the money and you are not firm, and you are panicking, they will definitely follow you. So that advice I give is that if you are dealing with the money, you have to make sure you have the security. You have people people accompanying you. But better still, if you can deal within the bank without taking money out, you sort out whatever you have to sort out within the bank without going outside the bank. It is safer for you than carrying the money away from the bank, and then the thieves now get advantage of coming to rob you.
Fakumeza program gy'olaba katumulemu katono tujje twongere okugoberera fayiro zino ez'abantu abatuusiddwako ebizibu bababbyeko ebintu byabwe naye ng'ababbi bamenya emmotoka ne babijja omwo mu ngeri egambibwa nti ebaamu ekkobaane n'okulondoola okw'amaanyi. Tumule tujje.